What is happening, everybody? You're very welcome back to Wednesday night's transfer news roundup here on OnlyLeedsBros. We've plenty to get into in this video after a very quiet 11 to 12 days. We've a bit of stuff to talk about. Of course, I'm talking about the breaking news from David Ornstein that Leeds United are about to sign free agent Dominic Calvert-Lewin. And then we're going to speak about ex-Leeds United player Manor Solomon, whose future does look up in the air at Spurs. That and much more. As always, guys, please make sure you're dropping your thoughts in the comment section below. Drop a like on the video if you do enjoy it, and of course hit subscribe to the channel. We're chasing down 3,600 subscribers here on OnlyLeedsBros. So again, thanks very much to you guys for your continued support. It absolutely means the world to us. So let's dive into it and let's talk about the breaking news this morning from David Ornstein from The Athletic. He said Leeds United have reached an agreement in principle to sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin. The 28-year-old striker is a free agent after his Everton contract has expired, and a scheduled medical is imminent at Thorpe Arch. So look, obviously I think as many Leeds United fans, this one caught me off guard a little bit. There was obviously murmurs during the week, the possibility that Leeds United could explore the option of signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I didn't think we'd go down this route, but I think first of all, I think we'll talk about, why the 49ers and Daniel Farke decided to go down this route, and then we'll obviously talk about the positives and negatives of signing Dominic Calvert-Lewin. So I think the reason why obviously this one came about is we know the situation with Rodrigo Muniz. Leeds United have chased him all summer. We had a bid rejected of £33 million at the start of the window. Throughout the course of this window, we've heard from local journalists that Leeds United do remain confident that they can get their man towards the tail end of this window. Look, we know we're coming towards the tail end of this window here now. 3 weeks left to go. I don't think Leeds United are going to get Rodrigo Muniz. Given the interest from Atalanta, they have had a £40 million bid rejected from Fulham. They're still holding out for their valuation of £50 million. That's kind of fine, but I think reading between the lines where Rodrigo Muniz wants to go, all the signs that he wants to go to Serie A, he wants to move to Atalanta, and of course we don't know the situation where Newcastle as well. They have shown interest. If Liverpool do pull the trigger on Isak and a deal can be sorted, then will Newcastle swoop back in for Muniz? So throughout the course of this whole window, I always felt like it was highly unlikely we would get Rodrigo Muniz. Now, barring a massive U-turn, I still don't think we will get him. So we have heard that Leeds United are still looking at two strikers, given the situation with Patrick Bamford being told by Daniel Farke that he isn't in his Premier League plans. He's been training with the under-21s. We know the situation as well with Mateo Joseph. He's gone out loan to Mallorca. So that leaves two free spots in the striker position for Leeds United. And the only thing that I can hope is Dominic Calvert-Lewin is just one of them. And I fully expect the 49ers to still be looking at a proven number 9 striker. Now look at, we know it's the most sought after position in football. It's very hard to get a proven number 9 striker. There's very little boy links out there really linking Leeds United to anything credible in the striker position, and I think this is probably where the frustration comes from. But looking at Dominic Calvert-Lewin, we put out a bit of a poll on our Twitter earlier on today about what the Leeds United fans think of this signing. Over 180 people voted on it, and it's very much split down the middle. I think just edged 52% saying that they would like to see the signing of Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and I'm very much of the opinion that as well. I'm very much on the fence. We'll speak about the negatives of it first. Obviously, we know Dominic Calvert-Lewin injury record over the last couple of seasons. It's been constant reoccurring hamstring issues. He has had ankle injuries, a broken cheekbone, a couple of illnesses in there as well over the last 4 seasons. So it hasn't been great, and that is a massive thing. We know we've already signed an injury-prone striker in Lucas Meche. For 18 months, he's been struggling with injuries. I didn't mind it at the time because obviously it's a free from Wolfsburg, and we've seen Daniel Farke in the past working his magic with injury-prone players. We've seen it with Manor Solomon. We've seen it with Sam Boyram, that he's well able to kind of manage their load and get them back on the pitch. So I'm hoping this is a similar situation with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Now, looking at the positive side of it is, if Daniel Farke can work his magic with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, is we know what type of striker he is. He has bags of Premier League experience. He's played over 200 times, approaching 300 times for Everton. So loads of Premier League experience. And when we've seen him fit for Everton, he has been very good. His best season was the 2020-21 season, where I think he scored 21 goals for Everton. And it wasn't so long ago that he was on Arsenal's radar as well as a potential suitor there as well. and rumours through the course of this window as well that Manchester United were possibly interested in Dominic Calvert-Lewin as well. So look, am we fully happy with this one? Does this blow me out of the water? No, I'm not fully disappointed with it either. I'm very much meh with it. I'm very much on the fence with it. If the 49ers can pull it out of the bag, exactly, it's a similar situation to Manor Solomon, very similar situation, that he came with a massive injury record. Leeds fans at the time were very much split down the fan base as well, that it's a gamble. This is a gamble as well. If it does pay off, it will be a very good signing, and if it doesn't, the board and Daniel Farke, of course, are going to have to answer it. So all we can do, very much like the Manor Solomon situation, is see how he performs for Leeds United. It looks all but done, barring any hiccups in the medical, and then look, we're just going to have to back him. So me personally, I'm going to try and look on the positive side of it and hope that Dominic Calvert-Lewin can regain his fitness and can be a real key on this Leeds United side. As a player, look, we know the attributes that he does have. He's totally different to any striker that we have here at Leeds. We know Joe Pirro's one of them. Drop deep, link up the play. Dominic Calvert-Lewin can do that in behind, but we know the goals that he can score. He's very, very good in the air. Very, very good in the air, and we haven't had that from a striker in the last couple of years. We've seen Patrick Bamford do a little bit, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin is really, really dominant in the air. He can hold up the ball, he can score goals. So if we're going to bring him in, I think Leeds United need to play to his strengths. We need to be getting the ball into the box as soon as we can from, and giving him a chance to get on the end of it. So look, all we can do is try and be positive. I know there's some fans out there, obviously seeing some of the comments today on our post, our community post, are completely against the idea of this one. A lot of people are saying, well, if we're going for a player like this, why didn't we just stay with Patrick Bamford? Patrick Bamford, obviously, I think we all knew his time at Leeds United was going to come to an end anyway. Dominic Calvert-Lewin is a little bit younger as well, so there obviously is the hope, I would imagine, from the medical staff and Daniel Farke, that they can get him fit and hopefully help Leeds United survive in the Premier League next season. So yeah, look, a very interesting one. As always, guys, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd imagine it's going to be a bit of a mixed reaction, but look, all we can do is hopefully get behind the player when he does come in, and hopefully he can be a real Q at Leeds United. Let's move on then, and let's speak about ex-Leeds United player Manor Solomon. So no direct links back to Leeds United, but we did see a tweet today from Fabrizio Romano saying, it is reported that Manor Solomon could leave in the final weeks of the transfer window, with La Liga and Premier League clubs holding interest in the player. Movement has started and Spurs are aware of interest. So, yeah, look, as I said, no direct links to Leeds United. But the reason why I kind of wanted to speak about this is there seems to be a bit of a narrative out there at the minute across social media that all of a sudden Manor Solomon isn't good enough for Leeds United. When you cast your mind back to when we got promoted, he scores that winning goal to capture the title for us. Is everyone is waxing lyrical about Manor Solomon. Everyone's saying that we need to sign him, we need to get it done, that he was the priority. That obviously didn't happen with the situation at Spurs, with the sacking of Ange Postecoglou. Thomas Frank comes in and Manor Solomon has an opportunity to regain his place at Tottenham Hotspurs, with obviously European football there as well. So I didn't really blame him of wanting to, go do Spurs pre-season and see how he gets on. Now look, it hasn't worked out for him the way that he wanted to. The injuries have hit him again. He has been out with a calf injury, so no real pre-season behind him. So if Leeds United were to explore this route and go back down the route of Manor Solomon, obviously that's going to be a massive negative, that he hasn't had much of a pre-season and the injuries have started to hit as well. But yeah, just myself, I can't go along with the narrative of some Leeds fans saying that all of a sudden he's not good enough for Leeds United. Manor Solomon last season was sensational for us. As you can see there on your screen, 41 appearances for Leeds last season, 23 GNA. He was sensational, and without Manor Solomon last season, Leeds United do not get out of the Championship. There's plenty of times we've said that he's levelled above the Championship, which is the Premier League. Look at, can he do it at the Premier League? Can he remain fit? Is obviously going to be totally up to him. But I just wouldn't be totally against Manor Solomon coming back to Leeds United, as some fans seem to be. And it obviously comes from the situation of what happened with Igor Pajau. We said it at the time that was reaching for the season with Igor Pajau. But obviously it didn't happen. And anything under Pajau was always going to feel a little bit underwhelming. So I think this is probably where it comes from. I don't know if any has seen about Michael Normanton's little snippet speaking about Manor Solomon. It's very funny. If you haven't, go check it out. A really, really good laugh. But yeah, as I said, I wouldn't be totally against the idea of Manor Solomon coming back to Leeds United. Is there better out there? Absolutely, of course there is. But with the window drawn to a close and very little going on, I just wouldn't be completely opposed to him coming back, and possibly a loan move as well could suit all parties again, to kind of see how he gets on, guys. So yeah, look, guys, that's it from tonight's video. Short and sharp. thankfully a little bit to talk about. Myself and Dylan will be back live on Friday night at 8:30 as always. We'll go into the Dominic Calvert-Lewin one a little bit more in detail, get your guys' thoughts and also get Dylan's thoughts as well. And I'm hoping and praying that we have another one in the door as well that we can speak about. If you have enjoyed the video, guys, please make sure you're dropping a like on it, and of course hitting subscribe to the channel. So that's it from me. We'll chat to you all again soon. Mind yourselves and mind each other.